There is a word, born from the heart of the Italian Renaissance, that describes a quality we instantly recognize, yet find incredibly difficult to define. The word is sprezzatura. It was coined in 1528 by the diplomat Baldassare Castiglione, and it translates, roughly, to a certain nonchalance, so as to conceal all art, and make whatever one does or says appear to be without effort, and almost without any thought about it. This is not a celebration of laziness, it is the definition of a terrifyingly high form of mastery. It is a philosophy that runs directly counter to our modern obsession with the hustle, our need to broadcast our effort and showcase our struggle. It suggests that the ultimate sign of proficiency is not in showing the world how hard you are working, but in working so hard that the effort itself becomes invisible. There is no greater embodiment of this principle than the man who made dancing look like breathing, Fred Astaire. When we watch him on screen, what we see is pure, unadulterated grace. He is weightless. His movements seem not just effortless, but inevitable. He doesn't look like a man who has learned a routine. He looks like a man for whom the music is a natural extension of his own body. His performance is so light, so breezy, that it feels like a happy accident. That feeling was the central artistic achievement of his life, and it was a complete and utter illusion. The reality of Fred Astaire's process was the polar opposite of the nonchalance he projected. He was a ruthless, obsessive, and famously demanding perfectionist. His work ethic was a thing of legend. He would rehearse for weeks, often 12 to 15 hours a day, for a single 2-minute dance number. He would dance on wooden discs until his feet bled, and then he would put on fresh socks and dance some more. He would drill his partners, like Ginger Rogers, relentlessly, until they were on the verge of collapse. He was not a man enjoying a casual dance, he was an architect building a skyscraper, and he was obsessed with every single rivet. The director of one of his films, Swing Time, recounted that for the famous Never Gonna Dance number, Astaire and Rogers rehearsed for so long, and with such intensity, that by the 47th take, Ginger Rogers' feet were bleeding. Astaire's goal was not just to get the steps right, it was to repeat them so many times that the muscle memory transcended the conscious mind. He was trying to erase the memory of the effort. This is the profound paradox of sprezzatura. The purpose of all that brutal, repetitive, sweat-soaked labor was to create an illusion of weightlessness. He didn't work that hard, so that you would see how hard he was working. He worked that hard, so that you would see nothing but the dance. His goal was to give the audience a gift. He was taking upon himself the entire burden of the effort, so that the viewer could be free to experience only the joy, only the grace. The art was in concealing the artifice. This idea challenges us to reconsider what mastery looks like. We live in a culture that often confuses the performance of work with the quality of work. We broadcast our long hours and our exhaustive efforts as a proxy for our value. But the master knows that the struggle is merely the scaffolding, and once the cathedral is built, the scaffolding is meant to be taken away. The ultimate act of confidence is not to show your work, but to have worked so diligently that the seams no longer show. It is to achieve a state of grace where the difficulty has been so completely absorbed that it has been transmuted into beauty.